few days together with some of our ministry coaches from the MC Network who have been implementing our new Christian Leadership Institute, or the CLI program. We met at a guest house in a small town in Germany, and participants came from Latin America, Russia, Europe, and Canada. We've been partnering together for many years, and so it was a real blessing to all be in the same place once again and share our meals and fellowship with each other.
We have our last consultation, MCNet consultation here in 2019. And here we are back with other brothers and sisters of the network. And so we are here for the consultation, CLI consultation, in order to see and share about the experiences that we see happening in Russia, in Latin America, and also in other places. So I'm very happy to be here with my brothers and sisters sharing and learning experiences. So we are here learning from each other, and also growing in the understanding of where do we want to go with our programs and the CLI training curriculum that is available for all of us in the different contexts. So this is an inspiration moment, an encouragement, so we can continue to move ahead.
Over the years, we've developed many leadership training series, from our discipling through intentional relationships, which is really for new believers, to our mentoring through intentional relationships, which is to help Christians discover who they are and how they can serve others. However, the CLI program, I should say, is based upon new material, the coaching through intentional relationships, and it is designed for those who feel called to ministry in a more full-time capacity. But as all of our materials, it is based on a mentoring relationship. But then instead of a purely academic approach to ministerial training, it is a competency approach, outlining 40 competencies covered over a 2 to 4 year period. Our discussions were focused on learning from each other as to what we are learning as we implement this new approach to ministerial training in our various regions. In addition to a competency-based mentorship, each region is connected to our internet platform from which participants gain access to the materials, and they upload assignments, and mentors can monitor their approach also. Of course, there's lots of details needing discussing, but my guess is that you're likely not that interested in how the sausages are made anyway.
Hello, we are from Russia. Меня зовут Валера, это Нарина, моя жена. Мы из Санкт-Петербурга. Несколько лет назад мы переехали в Санкт-Петербург и начали новую церковь.
Hello, my name is Valera, and this is my wife Narina. We are from St. Petersburg, Russia. Almost 2 years ago, we started a church in St. Petersburg, and planting this church, we found out that we do need mentor new leaders, and that's what we're doing now, using the mentoring materials, and of course, with the CLI Christian Leadership Institute, we are training leaders for churches, for new church planters, and we are really thankful for this trip, and it's like a sip of fresh air, very refreshing, encouraging to be together with other mentors from around the world and learn from each other and being encouraged what God is doing all over the places.
Thank you.
It was great to meet with Willie also and his wife Catherine, who are new to the network, who have been working in Central Asia and also in Ukraine, based out of their ministry in Germany, as well as Narina Valery. And we also were able to have Alexei and Tatiana, who are serving in Moscow and implementing this within the seminary that they serve there. And so they were able to join us with WhatsApp through a video link, and so that was great to hear what's going on with them. And of course there was Carlos, and Riddell couldn't make it, but Carlos was there representing his team for Dominican Republic as well as other areas in Latin America. So it was a great time to all kind of be in one place. And of course, Carl, we were able to meet with him and his wife, who were able to participate, and they are planting and working and pastoring a church just in Magdeburg, close to where we had our meetings. And so it was great to be with them and to also participate in the church service on the Sunday, as well as then in the evening have a bit of an MCNet reunion in Berlin with Gary and Gail and a few others who were in the network.
By God's grace, there was a group of leaders in the second largest city in the Dominican Republic in the north, Santiago, and they approached us, and they have gone through different training in the past, and now they said, hey, we are opening our seminar. We would like us to come and help to teach our leaders. We will use some of the podcasts that you had prepared directly from the internet, doing the introduction of the lesson of the competency, and then teach about that competency, and then we would just assign some of the serve tests for the participants. Not only in the Dominican Republic, God is being blessing the ministry in Cuba, for example, where some other groups are continuing to engage, and we are thankful for our sister Esperanza that have made 2 trips to Cuba, and there is a group of leaders, over 10 leaders there, that she is coaching and she's mentoring and using the material with very good report. The other good testimony that we have received recently is from my brother Manny Toussaint. You remember Manny? You and Doug went and introduced the discipleship guide to the academy, to the youth academy. So Manny is opening another ministry opportunity for the young people in Peru, and he is planning to use the discipleship guide in Peru. So I praise the Lord and give thanks that the Lord is using these resources in order to help us to develop a new generation of servant leaders that we need in the church, and servant leaders that we need across Latin America.
This consultation was facilitated by ICM Canada, and so we'd like to thank those who participated financially and partnered with us to make this a reality. The impact of these meetings are not measured in weeks or months, but in years. And it's such a privilege to work together with such quality leaders and equip them to mentor others. Without your prayers and support, gatherings like this and investing in their lives would not be possible. So thank you, and you are really part of their success story.